Nicely poised, isn't it? AC Milan against Manchester United. 1-1 in the first leg, all to play for then in Italy. According to the bookies, Manchester United are the favourites going into the tie to advance. Let's welcome Gab Marcotti to the show. Gab, do you agree, United favourites?
For me, it's actually very even. I mean, if you look at the first leg, I mean, well, first of all, obviously the fact that Milan got the all important away goal as it's trademarked known as, I think is a huge edge. And I think if you look at the first leg, Milan in many ways outplayed United. Although that said, despite, and this might be what's swaying the bookies, despite outplaying them for long stretches, United still missed an absolute sitter with Harry Maguire and could have taken the 3 points. But I think it's also because Milan looked tired at the weekend. They do have a bunch of injured players from Zlatan Ibrahimovic to Benacer who've come back into training. But whether they're match fit, ready to go, ready to give you 90 minutes, I'm not sure. It's going to be a big call for Stefano Pioli to make, because the guys who were out there at the weekend certainly looked very tired.
Gab, United will qualify for the Champions League through the domestic league. AC Milan maybe not so guaranteed. So is there more pressure on them to get through in this tie?
I think there's a lot of pressure on both, to be honest. I mean, look, if you're United at this stage of the season, right, you're not going to catch Manchester City and you're not going to drop out of the top four. So if you want to keep up the tension, if you're Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you say, hey, how about we go and we win some European silverware? I think that's a big motivator that would cement Solskjaer's hold over this club even further. And the same thing applies to Milan. Yeah, Milan are in greater danger of slipping out of the top four, but I think they're still pretty firmly entrenched in that second spot. So I think both teams want to go out. They want to do something important. And I think what's pretty much guaranteed is this is not going to be one of those, Europa League ties where you go and you see the third stringers out there. No. I think this would be a huge scalp, certainly for Milan on their way back. And I think this matters a lot to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as well, who of course is going to have to cope with the absence of both Martial and Cavani up front.
It's going to be a proper match, isn't it? Just a reminder, some of the other notable ties as well. Arsenal looking good, aren't they, against Olympiacos, 3-1 up after the first leg. Meanwhile, you've got Rangers against Slavia Prague. That one finally poised at 1 apiece.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.